Welcome to Post Game Live. I'm joined by Drew Forder, former Cron 4 associate, my co-host, and here we're going to talk about all the breakdown of the Niners versus Seahawks game. And holy shit, was that a stress fest? My God, Drew.
Dude.
I mean, I don't even want to say I enjoyed the game, but I did enjoy the game. But man, was that stressful or what?
What a game.
What a game.
Man, I got to say, that game was like, I had no idea. I did not think they were going to come back at the end of the game. But I have some real amazing stories to tell about D. Winters in this game. D. Winters, oh my God.
Had a good game.
That dude honestly controlled this game from start to finish and was the main reason why the Seahawks could not run the ball, could not really get anything going, because for a while there, it looked dire for the Niners. Really dire.
It really did.
What a game, though, man.
It looked so bad for a while there. I mean, like offensively, they were able to move the ball, but again, once they got into the red zone, they could not convert. And then you had two special teams fuck ups. One by the name of the guy that we all know of, Jake Moody, who I don't even know why he's still on this fucking roster. He needs to get fucking cut. He's a goddamn head case. He had a fucking chip shot that he fucking hit it off the left upright. How do you do that? And he was lined up on the left hash mark, and he hit off the left upright. You have all that room to go right, and he went left. I still think this guy, he's just a head case. He can't figure it out. As he goes into his kicking motion, he just fucking freaks out.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
they get one blocked.
They got it blocked. Again, it's like, didn't we just fucking hire Brant Boyer to fix special teams?
And did you see Kyle? Did you see Kyle on the sidelines after the block? He's just like, "Fuck."
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck."
He just that was the only word that he had to describe it. And he told Pam Oliver on the sidelines at halftime. They asked him about Jake Moody, and he's like, "I have no words for Jake Moody. Dude needs to make his kicks." It's like that the special teams could have cost the Niners again tonight, like because they should have been up 16-10. At the end of the game. They should have.
That would have been the game right there.
Seattle did not play well today. Like Darnold sucked. I didn't think they did much offensively all day. I thought the Niners had a hard time stopping the run in the first half, but Saleh got it together in the second half. And guys like Khalil Davis and guys like Jordan Elliott and obviously, like I said, D. Winters, who was just a fucking mobster today. He was so good. He was just plugging those holes, man. It was so good. And like, I just feel like they should have been up 16-10 and they make it that much harder on themselves. But hey, they got the win. So what the fuck, right?
And welcome in Daniel, my brother, lifelong Niner fan. Holy shit, Daniel. We're talking about this game.
What's up?
It was quite the stress fest, was it not?
Oh, yeah. Right from the beginning. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. You sound great.
Okay, great. I thought that was just such a huge win. I mean, going on the road into Seattle, and overall, I thought it was a really balanced attack of timely offense and fucking really good defense.
Yeah.
Obviously the special teams got a lot of work still. Even with the new coach in place, still Moody is there. You cannot trust that guy, man. You just can't trust him. I mean, it's a real thing, It's just unfortunate, but I mean, some big plays. Niners defense looked really good. They looked really
freaking.
How about
really
D. Winters,
good,
Daniel? How about fucking D. Winters today,
dude?
Man?
D. Winters, he looked legit.
Legit.
Legit. I mean, the secondary played overall really, really well. The one thing I want to see is a little bit more pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
We didn't see enough of that. You saw Bosa with some timely plays, which was awesome. That big tackle for a loss and the fumble recovery. But I think overall it's just incredible.
D. Winters real quick, D. Winters with 6 total tackles. 5 of them were solo tackles. 2 of them were tackles for a loss. He was all over the place, and he had a really good game. I mean, he had more tackles. Well, not as many as Fred Warner, but Warner had 8 total tackles and 4 solo tackles. But D. Winters, 6 total tackles and 5 solo tackles, 2 for a loss. I mean, the guy really stepped up and really helped bring a presence that had been missing since we lost Dre Greenlaw. But Drew, go ahead.
I wanted to just say something about Upton Stout. Upton Stout, rookie, right? Highly regarded. This guy, everybody was talking about him in training camp. He was supposed to be really good. He had a tough first half.
He did.
He got picked on, a couple double moves. He had that horrible penalty in the end zone where he grabbed the wide receiver on a 4th and 3. That should have been really the end of a drive. He didn't have to do that. It would have went out of the end zone. But
that was a 4th down play.
That was a 4th down play. But I want to pinpoint Daniel and Dre, one play in this game. On that last drive, as the Seahawks were driving down, Sam Darnold, another double move down the left sideline, and he had a receiver, and Upton Stout dropped back in coverage and tipped the ball. And got trajectory, and that actually was a huge play in this game.
Huge play.
And I love the way he not only came back from that as a rookie, but God, in game for him to be able to make an adjustment like that, super impressive.
Oh, that was really good. I mean, and I agree. Early on, I think he was kind of overwhelmed by the moment. He had that pass interference call when trying to guard Cooper Kupp, a play in which the ball wasn't even catchable. But because he pulled his arm, that's pass interference. Now, later in that game, yes, he made that play where he tipped the ball and Ronaldo Green was all over Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the guy I wanted to see more of that we barely saw was CJ West. And I felt like when he was on the line, I saw him making a difference out there. But I think because of the moment, Saleh wants to work those guys into the defensive line. They don't want to just start these rookies and just have them get took. Because I'm sorry, early on, Jordan Elliott and Kalia Davis, I mean, it might as well have been fucking me and Daniel out there as defensive tackles. They were just getting ran over. I was like, oh my God, do something. I think Alfred Collins got out there maybe a couple of times. We saw a lot of Mike Hill Williams, a lot of Huff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping that they would get a lot more pressure on Sam Darnold, and they really didn't. There were times they did on that first drive that the Seahawks had. Nick Bosa just completely clobbered Sam Darnold which led to an incomplete pass, which ended up being it forced him to punt. But let's take a look at the numbers and see exactly how these two teams did. When you compare them side by side. Whoop. So the Niners, they win 17-13. Brock Purdy was 26 of 35 for 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. And let me tell you, those 2 picks, they were not good throws. Bad decisions by Brock Purdy.
Both of them. Both of them were thrown. Both times. The first time, I believe it may have been Pearsall both times. And I think it was. And on both throws, dude, triple coverage. I don't know what he saw in those.
That last one was just nasty. That last one was horrible.
That last one was like a Colin Kaepernick interception where you're like, oh, what are you doing? You're like, oh.
And I'll tell you what, even the touchdown to Tungus, that could have easily been an interception.
That should have been an interception. I thought it was intercepted.
I thought it was too. It was like Dwight Clark the way he pulled it in, dude.
If you watch that play, Jake Tonjes intercepted the ball because he had to reach over and take it from the guy. I was like, holy shit.
Dude, they got lucky on that play.
They did.
The Niners. Like they probably should not have won this game today. I mean, they should have because of the special teams. But Daniel, think about that. Think about what Purdy was doing out there today. Do you think it may have been because they were down George Kittle and because Jawan Jennings was actually out in the fourth quarter? Yeah. With some sort of an arm shit.
Yeah, he was like,
and you just got paid, you motherfucker. Like, get out there. But Daniel, do you think it had something to do with that he was trying to do too much again, Purdy?
Yeah, I think he was definitely trying to do a little too much on some of those plays. But you got to remember, he was under constant pressure. The O-line had horrendous pass blocking in this game. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks were constantly in the backfield the entire game. So he was probably pressing a little bit there. I mean, it was huge having Christian McCaffrey back to catch those passes because, I mean, he had a fantastic game.
He really did. I mean,
McCaffrey fourth down on the left side.
It's
just like little out cut. It's like, there you go, dude. We got him back.
That last touchdown that Brock threw for what should have been an interception, I believe he was trying to go to McCaffrey on that play. They had him covered, and then he was like, oh, shit. And then he had to roll out to his right. And by sheer luck, that turned into a touchdown. But when you look at McCaffrey's numbers, he had 22 carries for 69 yards. His longest was a 13-yarder. Receiving-wise, he had 9 receptions for 73 yards. That's incredible right there. And that's the difference that Christian McCaffrey makes on your offense. 9 catches for 73 yards. If you had a receiver that did that, you would say that he's a player of the game. But no, he's your running back. And his longest was 25 on that throw up the middle where he caught it and then got like pushed forward for like another 20 yards. I was like, yeah.
So good. And
so good.
How about this, guys? How about this? Like Kyle did a great job today, I thought, of substituting Brian Robinson Jr.
Yes.
and McCaffrey, like just spelling McCaffrey. And like Robinson had a couple like where it was like he got nothing, but he had that nice run in the fourth quarter where he bounced off a tackle for like 7-8 yards.
Yeah.
Like those are huge plays. Garindo is he's a big run kind of guy. Like if he gets in loose space, but he's also a liability because he fumbles. So to have a guy like Brian Robinson Jr., dude, this is going to be something that we want to watch this year because it is a huge to have a 2-headed monster like that at running back.
That was huge. I mean, yes, he had 9 carries for 33 yards, but they were 33 really tough yards. His longest was a 9-yard carry. But being able to spell McCaffrey and giving him rest throughout the game, McCaffrey looked fresh throughout the entire game. I think that's because he had Brian Robinson out there sharing the load, and I'm so glad. Even Brock Purdy, look, he had 5 carries for 17 yards. And you know what pissed me off was the Sam Darnold scampers for first downs. I was like, oh my God, come on, you guys. Fuck.
That always happens. I mean, the run game really kicked into gear in the second half.
Yes.
That's when you really saw the run game start kicking in gear. Having McCaffrey running the ball well, and then getting Robinson Jr. in there.
Yep.
It looks so good. And check this out. Check this out as a stat. Brock Purdy was 0-6 when he's thrown 2 picks or more in a game.
Wow.
Well, he broke that.
He broke that.
That's a first, right? And
well, you know what it is too is that last season, if he would have thrown 2 picks, that defense couldn't stop anybody. So other teams were just like, "Cool, turn it over. We're going to score."
And what was the difference on that last drive, guys? Just real quick. Robert Saleh, Daniel, having Robert Saleh back, dude, he was putting pressure on the Seahawks on that last drive. Last year with Nick Sorensen, it's like, let's go into that, prevent, like zone shit defense. Remember the game against Seattle last year when Gino had the night at Levi's where he ran in? Like, dude, like, I know we had, our shitty linebacker. What was his name? The guy that quit on us?
Oh, Devondre Campbell.
Okay.
Garbage.
He got cooked on that play. But, like, they were not putting pressure on the Seahawks last year or any team in the fourth quarter, especially if they had the lead. Tonight, dude, they were putting pressure on that last drive, and then Bosa ends up pushing the offensive lineman right into Darnold.
Yeah.
He didn't even touch the ball. Ball comes out. Bosa gets the ball. It's like they did not lay back. They were going after him, and I love that.
Let's take a look at that play real quick. And Emmanuel Acho, formerly of the facility, he had a breakdown of that play that he puts on X. Let's take a look at that and see what he had to say about it.
This right here is why you get Robert Saleh. This exact moment. Last year, the Niners lost this game up against the Seahawks. Seahawks go down the field and score. This year, it's a new Niners. Simple defense. We're going to call a 4-man rush. Bosa, you got to win. Simple defense. Allow you to play fast. Let your best players go out there and win. This is why you get Robert Saleh back in the building. The Niners lost this game last year, people. Not this time.
And I agree with everything you said. I think the reason why we win that game is because we have Robert Saleh as our defensive coordinator. He let Nick Bosa do his thing. But if you look at that play, both Nick Bosa and Huff had sandwiched Sam Darnold. And that's something I want to see more of, is getting more pressure on the quarterback. I think they will as the season goes on, because you didn't really see a lot of corner blitzes. You didn't see a lot of blitzes, period. And one time that they did, I know Darnold burned them on that that route to Smith and Jigba when he burned Renardo Green
on the left side.
And that one, they brought pressure up the middle with D. Winters. So a couple of scary moments.
With you, man, I'd rather give that up than play a zone defense and just get cut up down the middle.
I mean, that's what they started to do, and then he was like, fuck that, I'm just going to play regular defense, and then they beat him over the top. I was like, oh, great. Let's take a look at this real quick. Check this out. You talk about a game of inches. Look at that. That's Jake Tonjes catching the ball in front of Tyreek Woolen. That should have been an interception right there.
That's Jake Tonga's intercepting the ball.
Yeah. Somebody make him a DB. Holy shit.
Dude, hey, you know what? I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know how you feel, Daniel, because it's been a year since I've heard you on here. But, like, George Kittle, dude, he does a lot of Little Caesars commercials. He doesn't spend a lot of time on the field. And I know he scored a touchdown today. I know he got the first touchdown, but it's like, you know, like right away, the dude's got a hamstring injury. Like, come on, bro. Like, seriously?
I mean, you can't predict those kind of things. I mean, he went through all the training camp and OTAs, no problem. First game, you know, hammy, and you even saw Juwan Jennings bust up his shoulder. You know, you're just like, what else can go wrong here? But yet the Niners were still able to pull it off. And we were just talking about how we want to see more pressure on the quarterback from your front line. It just shows you how good the secondary is when you're not getting that big pressure on the quarterback. They're that good right now. And those linebackers, Fred Warner, Winters, I mean, dude, these guys are legit right now.
Yeah,
they really are good.
And
really
Demo Lenore had a great game other than a couple stupid penalties.
Yeah, he had a couple of stupid penalties
from today. Is penalties, special teams, and also not being able to stop the run. Those are the three things that I'm still worried about. I know we're going to beat New Orleans next week, so we don't have to worry about next week, really. But, you know, moving forward, like, we got to get those areas fixed.
Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about before we cut to Kyle Shanahan, Jake Moody. This guy, we touched on it earlier already when we started the show, but Jake Moody's got to go. I have no faith in this guy.
He has got to go.
I
think he needs to be cut. He needs to be cut because I don't think anyone on that team has any faith in that guy at this point, let alone the coaching staff.
And guys were throwing helmets, Daniel.
Yeah,
It's not. I'm not like that is not gonna like. We had that shit happen last year in Tampa Bay when he missed one, and Deebo Samuel and the holder, they were going at it. Like we cannot. Kyle Shanahan has already let us know as a fan base that he is not going to deal with this shit. He's not. At least he's not going to make a big deal about it. And I think they need to make a decision now. And they had a guy in during camp. Dre, what happened? I don't know.
Greg Joseph, and that's. I'm glad you brought that up because that was something that I didn't want to share with you guys. This is a tweet from none other than Matt Mayoko. And if he's tweeting this, that tells you a lot. He writes, Greg Joseph has remained in shape and is awaiting a phone call. If Matt Mayoko is talking that much shit, that tells you exactly how the organization is feeling about Jake Moody. Now, Kyle Shanahan did touch on Jake Moody. Let's go to that right now and see what he had to say.
Well, obviously, I was disappointed that we missed 2 field goals. I mean, we missed one, which was a big miss, especially I think we were inside the 10. I want to say it was 27-yarder. The next one, Love made a hell of a move. I think it was Love. Split in that D gap. Looked like he jumped over the guys. I saw it on the scoreboard. But we got to clean up that protection. That's everyone there. That one wasn't Jake. That's just the whole operation. But, yeah, we got to do better.
Yeah, but he was still slow, dude, coming off of that kick. Like I thought he was slow.
I don't
know about
think
you
so.
guys.
I mean, I want to say they were 4th and 2. So I don't think that changed it. I mean,
bullshit.
We would have kicked it if it was more than that.
Is Jake is that kicker in any question in your mind whether he's going to be back in the team?
No question. Well, obviously, I
look,
was disappointed that
no question.
2 field goals. I mean,
no question.
Come on, Kyle.
Kyle,
on.
you got to cut the cord, dude. He's got to go. He's got to go.
I understand he was a 3rd-round pick. I
don't care anymore. I don't care.
I don't either.
I don't care either.
He's got to go.
We were all like let's all admit to something, guys. We were all holding our fucking breath on that last field goal.
Absolutely.
And we were all holding our breath on the extra points.
Yes.
Everything that guy does, you hold your breath.
This was
confidence.
Every time or when he missed that little chip shot field goal. This was Jake Moody right here.
Ask the child if he or she is choking.
Are you choking? Are you choking?
You're a fucking idiot.
That's what I want to say, Jake Moody. Are you choking? Because that's what he's doing. And then to watch, we were supposed to go up 13-10. No, he misses the field goal. The Seahawks drive down, and then their kicker, I think his name was Mayer, he kicks. What?
Jason Elliott.
It's not Jason Elliott.
For the Seahawks?
Yeah, was it? I
Yeah,
thought it was
Elliott.
Mayer. Maybe that was a
That
different
Elliott.
team.
I think it was Elliott.
Anyway, who cares? It's Jason Myers.
Myers. Yeah.
Jason Myers.
But
He
here's
kicks
the-
But here's the thing. He kicks a 48-yard field goal like it was fucking butter to give them a 13-10 lead. And I'm sorry, but like I'm sitting there watching it like this. It's like, just totally emotionless. Just like, are you fucking kidding
And
me?
Here's
Like,
here's the other thing, Dre. I don't know about you guys, but I got a chance to. I was watching some other games today. Dude, the whole league, they're just kicking these field goals like butter.
like it's
From
nothing. Like, boom,
from
got it.
60 yards. Like
you're
they're-
supposed to.
Like the guy on the Eagles on Thursday night, he made a 58-yarder, and it would have been good from like 80. Like and it was right down the middle, and that was in shitty conditions. There were no issues today. There was no wind. There was nothing wrong. Like Daniel said, he was on the left hash mark on that first field goal. How the fuck do you doink it on the left?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it. I
You
don't
have all
understand.
that space. You know what I mean?
And then he did push
Unbelievable.
the one that he made in the fourth quarter. He pushed it to the right. Shit, he almost missed it to the right.
It was just I can't I can't with this guy. I can't anymore. This guy needs to go. He's unreliable. You cannot trust Jake Moody to not only hit just to get you points, but you can't trust him to win the game. This guy, he's one more kick away from costing us another game. He damn near cost us the game today.
And I don't like his kickoffs either. He's not doing a great job with the kickoffs.
He keeps kicking in the fucking end
I
zone.
think he hit 3 out of 4 of them in the end zone. They were close, but right, like you're not supposed to do that anymore with the new rules because you can't afford to let these guys start at the 35-yard line. So you need to kick it. I was watching the game. I was watching the Raider game this morning, and Carlson for the Raiders, he was kicking low, like kind of squibbers, and they were getting into that landing zone. And the Patriots were getting the ball at like the 17, 18-yard line every time. Like that's 17 yards that you're giving them. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, if Matt Mayoka was saying that, talking about Greg Joseph, I'm sorry, you got to give the guy a call and you got to have a hard conversation with Jake Moody and say, hey, look, it's time to move on. If he would have missed that field goal, the last one he made, then there's no question that they would have done. I just don't get it. As tough as Kyle Shanahan can be on everything else, you can't cut a kicker, a position that you don't even care about, that you've said multiple times. Yeah, I don't really watch special teams because they're supposed to make their kicks.
Yeah,
this guy can't.
And the other issue with it, guys, is I also have an issue with our red zone offense. I mean, it is a huge issue that I know we're getting McCaffrey back now, so hopefully it'll improve. But still today, our red zone offense was not good enough.
It was garbage.
We should not be relying on field goals. Okay, we should not be relying on field goals. 60 to 70% of the time that we're in the red zone. We need to get back to where we were 2 years ago.
If you look at the Kyle Shanahan offense, what did he do a lot of? They relied heavily on Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould used to hit like 3 field goals a game, and just to keep tacking on points. That's what his offense does. But with Jake Moody, he's over here saying like, oh, we didn't go for on 4th down because of Jake Moody. We just felt like it was the right thing to do. No bullshit. No. You were so fucking. He didn't want to look at Jake Moody. He was like, no, we're just gonna fucking go for it. And then he got the 4th down, and then he hit 4th down again. He was like, fuck, I had no choice. Now I got to bring him out there. Twice
because it was 4th and 10 on the second one.
Yeah, because twice he didn't want to go to him, and then he was forced to. Like, okay, fuck it, we're too far away. He has to kick a field goal. And one time, and then they got it blocked. I was like, oh my god.
I think Moody is cursed. He's cursed. Straight up cursed because he missed it and then it gets blocked. And you're just like, dude, you're fucking cursed.
Yeah, it's like, get off the fucking team. Just get out of here. Just get out of here.
Get rid of it.
Nobody wants you here.
No,
and he's got that mopey look too.
He does. Man. Feel sorry for me. I'm
trying my hardest.
No, you know what? Go be a kicker for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, nobody cares. The kicker should not be a conversation. We should not be wasting our energy right now on the kicking game. The only thing I will say is Morstead looked pretty good. All right, he had a few punts, but they were both pretty good. Okay,
That's great. When my punter has a good game, that usually means that we're having offensively a shitty game. So I try not to look at those. But you know what? I did love this. This was my play of the game. This play right here. Purdy to Pearsall, right when they really needed it.
Time.
Oh, what a throw.
Downfield, Pearsall's got it.
Yeah, what a
Ricky
throw.
Pearsall.
What a game for Pearsall, dude. We got to talk about
Huge
Pearsall.
game.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall had a really, really good game. Let me go ahead and bring that up as well. The back to the stats.
Probably close to 100 yards.
Dude, he looked good. He had good speed. He looked strong out there, and that's what you want to see out of him, because last year he was still suffering from the gunshot and other injuries he had, and he just looked way better in the offense.
I still think that Ricky Pearsall can be the Brandon Ayuk of 2 years ago. I think he has all the skills to do that. He had 4 catches for 108 yards, as long as it was that 45-yarder that we just saw, and he was targeted 7 times. Again, McCaffrey, though, 9 catches for 73 yards. If you have Brian Robinson out there 100% of the time, that's probably more like 6 catches for 45 yards. You know what I mean? It just, McCaffrey has a way of just getting open. But yes, not to get off on a tangent, I thought Ricky Pearsall looked really good. And look, when we go back to the first drive for San Francisco, that told everything. You saw Ricky Pearsall. You saw Christian McCaffrey. You saw George Kittle. That first drive, he had 4 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. And then he got hurt.
And that was a 95-yard drive.
That was a 95 yards. They went the entire length of the field.
I thought that drive set the tone for the game. I texted Dre. I said that was a good fucking drive. Like that felt like a Niners drive.
It's funny because you said that, and then right as I'm reading it, you're like, "That was a good drive." Our good friend Mr. Mikey was like, "That was a good drive."
Yeah, he was always.
As I was reading it, I was like, "Oh, of course."
But that what I liked, I like that you mentioned that, Daniel, that it was a 95-yard drive, because that drive started where they had a penalty on the kickoff, and then so they're behind the chains already, and when you're back there with the 6th man, or the 12th man, I should say,
12th man.
Basketball, 12th man in Seattle, there, dude, that place is fucking loud, and they and especially when you're backed up. And I thought the key, again, the key was for Purdy to get off to a good start. He hit Kittle on an out route. He hit Pearsall on a couple. And then McCaffrey started to get going, and they just matriculated the ball down the field. And then I'm like, this is going to be a good game. And then it's like, Seattle's defense, which is a good defense, they started to kind of clamp down on us a little bit, but it was a great start regardless.
Well, it was the pass rush was the problem. I thought Trent Williams looked terrible out there. I thought that the whole line looked terrible in their pass coverage. Jake Brendel, again, I thought he looked terrible. He missed a block, which led to a free pass rusher to sack Brock Purdy. Those are the things I guess you could say they're going to happen, but it happens too often with this guy. But when you look at the defense, okay, here's a big sign. Charbonnet, 47 yards. Kenneth Walker, 20 yards rushing. That's it on 10 carries. The other guy on 12 carries. And so they completely, after the first drive in which the Seahawks scored a touchdown, they completely shut down that running game.
I mean, that's great run defense right there. Only allowing 84 yards. Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet are legit runners, dude.
Yeah.
And for them to shut them down like that, I was impressed. Even though I have Kenneth Walker as one of my flexes in fantasy, I was like, fuck. That's fine, though. That's fine.
I thought Charbonnet looked a lot better than Walker, but I think this is also like a testament to Robert Saleh. He made in-game adjustments. Do you guys think Nick Sorensen made one fucking adjustment last year?
No, Nick Sorensen would have been like, "Oh, that's not really working."
Garbage. He was so horrible.
Let's just do the same thing again. Fuck it.
I mean,
he had no idea what he was doing.
It was like nauseating. It was nauseating, and they really made some in-game adjustments because I texted you also after the first drive, Andre, and I said they're not stopping the run. Davis and Elliott were not getting off blocks. Winters was plugging holes, and then Warner gets hurt for a second there, and I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. I'm like, why is Warner getting hurt? Why is he off the field? Trent Williams got hurt on a play earlier in this game also, where I was like, oh, shit, here we go. So we got young guys now that are plugging up some of the gaps. They made adjustments, and Kenneth Walker got nothing after the first quarter. Charbonnet had a touchdown, but that was it. Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the second quarter, I mean, that first drive was 14 fucking plays, 95 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, getting down the field. Second quarter, though, Seahawks scored a touchdown, and then it was 3 and out, missed field goal, and then end a half for the Niners. Shitty way to end the first half.
Shitty way to end.
Especially when you're getting the ball back after the half. Like, that was their opportunity. That's why it was so that's why it hurt so bad that Moody missed that field goal. They would have gone up 10-7, and maybe they shut him down, or maybe they don't. But at least you're going in with some momentum. They did not.
It was just a brutal way to end to go into the half. I mean, it really felt like we were going to lose that game. The way we ended that first half, it was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? It was so bad.
Yeah.
But
did they have any games last year, guys, where we felt like they were going to lose and they came back and won? I don't remember any last year like this, where it's like, you come back.
If this was last year, we would have lost this game. I mean, look, Bosa made a play, got the turnover, end of game. But if he doesn't make that play, Darnold's got Smith and Jigba probably open for a touchdown. But the Niners made the play and they got it done. Hey, not only that, okay, we talked about how Upton Stout made that great play. Dude, how about the play by Renardo Green on that deep pass where he went up with him and down and broke it up? That was clutch.
Yeah,
dude, he timed it perfectly, and then he kept his hands in. And I mean, that is not an easy play to make.
No, it's not easy at all. And that was clutch, dude. Just absolute clutch.
Green has good games in Seattle. Remember last year he picked off Geno Smith defending DK? I mean, that was a huge play.
Geno Smith, Planet of the Apes.
I like Orlando Green, man. The guy's a good
Renardo Green.
Rolando.
Renardo.
Hey,
Is this the NBA we're talking about here?
But I think Daniel, I think you made a really good point at the beginning of the show. You said that our secondary is like legit right now, and they are, dude. Like I didn't see any other than the one down the left side in that last drive for Igma. Other than that, I didn't see any breakdowns in coverage, maybe a few down the middle today, but I thought the safeties were great. I thought Siegel came in and got that fumble recovery. That was a huge play too.
Talk about a huge play. Sam Okiyama, what the fuck his name is. Sam
Okiyama
stripped that ball, picked up by Siegel. That was a huge turnover. And the Seahawks had all the momentum. But then again, when you look at the Seahawks and what they did, other than that first drive where they scored that touchdown in the second quarter, they didn't do much of anything after that. The Niners defense wouldn't let them do anything. Yeah. And it wasn't like they were sacking Sam Darnold left and right. They were limiting the damage on the run, and they weren't letting him convert through the air on third down. That's where they won this game.
They got off the field on third down.
Yes.
They got enough pressure in the fourth quarter, not as much as I'd like, but enough pressure. Obviously, Bosa makes that play. But the key of this game, again, I can't say it enough, was D. Winters. Dude, he was literally running around like his hair was on fire today. And I know that Greg Olson on the broadcast, if you guys were listening into that, they were talking about D. Winters, about how he is basically a replacement for Dre Greenlaw. And Robert Saleh now has the confidence in him and has talked to the reporters and has talked to the media about how he sees a lot in D. Winters. Now we have Nick Martin on the upcome, and we have D. Winters, dude. I feel really good about our linebackers.
One of the things that stood out to me that the Niners have to clean up at penalties. They had 9 penalties for 61 yards. Seahawks only had 4 for 30 yards. Now, a lot of them were really dumb penalties. Obviously, you had the Upton Stout, freak out, grab the hand. I mean, he was like, holy shit. But Deommodore Lenoir pushing over Smith and Jigba into the pile and getting that 15-yard penalty, that you can't do that. You cannot do that. And then not only that, but like Brock Purdy, he fucking stumbled and then fucking committed a fucking intentional grounding on a play where there was a penalty in the fucking secondary. It was like, oh, what are you doing? You're not Mahomes. He tried to do the Mahomes. I'm going to throw it from the ground.
Well, he did another funny pass where he jumped up in the air. Oh, he tried to throw it. He tried to do a Jeff Garcia.
A la Jeff Garcia. You can't.
He did it because he's short. Because he's short, bro.
I'm like,
So
Brock,
he couldn't get over the line.
Brock, let's
see.
not do the Jeff Garcia imitations during the game, please.
No.
I don't know why he did that. And then not only that, but he threw it behind B-Rob. He threw it behind him. He was like, oh, shit. Got intercepted.
It did hit his hands. But
still.
I mean, let's be honest. The throw to Tungus, that should have been picked too.
That was an interception.
That was a prayer.
When he threw it, I was like, no.
Yeah, but we have to give him credit for for avoiding the pressure on that play.
Yeah.
Getting out of the pocket and rolling to his right. Like we have to give him credit for his ability to get out of the pocket, to scramble. He had a few scrambles today where he got enough yardage. And that, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that would not have made that play, that wouldn't have given us a chance to make that play.
Yeah,
so I got to give him credit for that, man.
Well, and the other thing too was that, as much as everyone wants to bag on this guy, we didn't have Deebo Samuel anymore. I really feel like if we had Deebo, it would have made a difference because he's a playmaker. He had that big end around touchdown for the Commanders today, so he does do the things that you want to do on offense. And so not having him, having a limited Juwan Jennings because it hurt my shoulder. Because fucking Love drove his shoulder into him, which was like, what are you doing? He got called for a penalty for that too. But losing Kittle, losing Jennings made it really tough. And the receivers were having a tough time getting open. I mean, you saw the interception that he threw trying to get the ball to Pearsall. There was nobody open. Even Greg Olsen was like, there's nobody open. And he just forced it, and he should have threw it away. It was a tough play. And one more thing, too. We talked about how good the defense played. Third down is really a defensive down. If you can win third down, it really dictates the game. On third down, the Niners, they were 7 of 14 on third down. The Seahawks were 3 of 10.
That's the game.
That's the game.
That's good. That's huge.
That's
a couple
huge.
huge. And you have to throw in the fourth down throw to McCaffrey.
The Niners were 2 for 2 on fourth downs, and the Seahawks were 0 for 0. They didn't even go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, and I thought Kyle was actually a little conservative at times in this game. There were a few calls where I thought he should have maybe ran the ball. There was a 3rd and short in the first half that I thought he should have ran the ball. And then even towards the end of the game, obviously they couldn't go for it on that 4th and 10. But I think the Niners really need to clean up their red zone offense if they want to be a serious contender this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you can get away with it against teams that maybe, like Seattle's not. I don't believe personally Seattle's going to be a playoff team. I know their defense looked good. Their offense did not look good today.
No, it did not.
And then, like I mentioned, next week we're at New Orleans. That should be a win because they're like the doldrums of the league right now. But as we get into the schedule, although we have a pretty easy fucking schedule. But as we get into the schedule, because if you look at that schedule, dude, it's easy.
It's easy.
Daniel.
I mean,
it's favorable.
Yeah, you have the Seahawks, the Saints,
favorable.
and then the Cardinals.
Dude, I think we should be 3-0 after.
We
after
should
week 3.
be 3-0, but that's what we said last year too.
Yeah.
Let's go to some sounds of the game, and we'll go to Mr. Fred Warner.
Y'all know what time it is? Dub City!
Very, very excited.
Sounds like a middle schooler with his voice cracking.
We also got one more. Where is it? From none other than Christian McCaffrey. Let's go to that as well. I'm going to pull that up.
Gritty win. Love you guys. Faithful. Gritty win. Love you guys.
It's a short one. Okay, so it was a gritty win for sure, but I think that without McCaffrey, I don't think we win that game.
No,
I don't either. I think he was the key to the game. Offensively, I think D Winters was the key to the game on defense today, and then obviously Bosa finished it off. But here's the thing, guys, that we have to remember: they've got to keep McCaffrey fresh this year. Remember, if you go back to even 2023 when we went to the Super Bowl, he was not healthy going into that game. And, he was not he fumbled on the opening drive. I mean, we could go back and talk about that game, and I have misery about it, but he was not fresh going into that game. They overused him. They had to overuse him to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah. How can they continue to make sure that he is fresh as we get into the latter part of the season? If this team is going to make the playoffs, which I think we all believe they will, as in some fashion, what's it going to look like?
It's going to be the same thing of using Brian Robinson and Christian McCaffrey. I think it keeps both of them fresh, and I think as the season goes on, they're going to get stronger and stronger. I mean, we saw McCaffrey today. As the game went on, he got stronger and stronger and stronger, and started hitting those holes with more veracity and finding more yards, and that's what I love to see from Christian McCaffrey. So I think as long as they keep doing this, those two will be okay. Where they really were suffering was not having George Kittle. That fucking killed them. The moment he left, everything changed.
Well, yeah, George Kittle is such a huge element of the offense, not just for catching the ball, but run block. He's an incredible blocker. And you saw what the run game was in that first half until, maybe they made some adjustments at halftime to get the ball rolling better. But he's a huge piece of that offense. George Kittle, man.
I mean, I'd still rather have him get hurt now at this point in the season than later in the season,
So let's talk about the injuries, though. I mean, we saw the injury to George Kittle. He had a hamstring injury. To me, I think this is more of a precautionary move, but maybe not, because I was going to say that it felt like the game plan was to utilize Kittle, that he was the main target. He was the main player of their game plan. And then once he was out, everything got kind of like, oh, shit. Because they seemed to kind of lose focus on what they needed to do once he left the game. So I feel like Kittle was a major factor of their offensive game plan. But the hamstring injury did take him out of the game. I think it may have been a precautionary measure because they know how important he is to this team. They know that next week next week New Orleans is a weaker, if not the weakest team in the league. So they said, hey, you're out. We're not going to take a chance. I don't want you going back out there and re-aggravating it or making it worse. We got a shitty team next week. Get 2 weeks off. We'll see you at the home opener against the Arizona Cardinals. That's my take. What did you guys think about George Kittle's injury? Daniel, we'll start with you.
Well, I thought it was a huge impact to the team. I mean, we had momentum on that first drive. Kittle looked great out there. The ball was moving, 14-play drive, we said. And once he was out, you saw things start to stall, especially in that second quarter. A lot of 3-and-outs, a lot of punting, which is not what we want to see. A lack of running the ball, with good yardage. He's just such a huge player out there. He's a top 3 tight end in the league.
Yeah.
And you really cannot undervalue that level of player when it comes to being on the field, being that kind of impact. It's huge. It's going to be rough.
I'm going to be a little more harsh on it because I have an issue with players, and this may sound bad, but I have an issue with players that put themselves out there in the media a lot, that go out a lot. I mean, he's at every fucking thing that you can imagine. He's at the Valkyries game the other night with his girlfriend, showing her off. He's at the Warriors game. He's at the wrestling event. He's doing the WWE. He's doing the commercials. And I love it. I love the fact that he's like a gregarious, really, he's like kind of the ambassador for the Niners, George Kittle, right? But then the guy goes out there on the field and he gets a touchdown, and it's like, whoop-de-doo. And then a couple plays later, it's like a non-contact injury. And I'm not saying I agree with you, Daniel. Like, I know you can't control injuries, but it's just not a good look, in my opinion. Like, it's just not a good look. And it's like he's missed a lot of games over the course of his career when we've needed him out on the field. And I'm sorry, but last year Fred Warner played almost the whole season with a broken leg. So I don't know, man. Like, I
fractured ankle, but a broken leg.
It was pretty bad.
He was in a boot.
It was pretty bad, man. Like I just like the for me, like the image of it and the kind of the optics of it don't look great. But hopefully he'll be back either next week or for the home opener.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if he plays next week. I think obviously he'd be coming back for week 3 against the Cardinals, the home opener. Guys, we have 150 watching right now. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you follow my account on X, because I'm going to be live 3 to 4 times a week Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and I'm trying to do Sundays, as long as my family life permits, for post-game live. But this was a huge game for San Francisco. They had to get this win. The Rams won their game today. You didn't want to start the season off 0-1, and especially 0-1 in the division. So this was a huge game for San Francisco. Pam Oliver got a chance to catch up with Brock Purdy. Let's go ahead and listen into that.
All right, Brock, just like you drew it up, tell me about that touchdown drive, because it was really a thing of beauty.
I mean, O-line did a great job with protection. The game wasn't pretty, but, man, it comes down to how you finish. That's the NFL. And O-line did a great job giving me some time, threw a deep ball to Ricky on a double move. And then we get to the end, and it's a scramble drill, and then you got backup tight end Jake Tonjes, who was ready when Kittle went down, and he snagged the ball and scored, and we won.
Kittle goes down. He joins a long list of guys. How are you able to keep your wits about you as a quarterback, not having your key cog?
Definitely. I mean, again, that's the NFL. That's the sport that we play. Guys are going to get banged up. It's just the nature of it. But you got to be ready for the next guy up and ready for your opportunity, and that's how it goes. And there's no excuses. You got to come together and find a way to win. And I think all the guys that stepped up today did a great job. So we're just going to keep fighting.
Great words of encouragement there from Brock Purdy, true leader. And look, when you look at some of the other quarterbacks in the league, if this was Joe Burrow, if this was Josh Allen, and he had these same numbers, would there be any doubt? No. You'd be like, hey, you know what? He took a shot, didn't work out. Doesn't matter. He's a stud. And I think the same goes for Brock Purdy. I mean, look, the guy took some shots, took some chances. I still don't agree with those interceptions. I thought they were really bad throws, but still, at the end of the day, they got it done. That touchdown, I don't know. Do you call it a touchdown?
Absolutely.
I guess you do. Statistically,
absolutely, you do.
You do call it a touchdown.
It counts. It counts.
It counts, man.
It counts. This time, it counts.
Remember that stupid thing with the All-Star game?
Yeah, this time it counts. Like, who gives a fuck? Actually, if it wasn't for that, the Giants wouldn't have had home field advantage.
That is
twice.
True. Twice.
Twice they had home field advantage.
But Dre, I want to say something about Brock Purdy, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
As I wrote in my article earlier this year, I think the main reason why the Niners are going to bounce back this season is because of Brock Purdy and his confidence. His confidence level after signing that contract is huge for this team, for this organization moving forward. And you can say what you want about those throws, but he did not hesitate. Like, there was no hesitation, man. He's like, we are down players right now, and I need to make a play. Now, were they not good throws? Yes. But, like, he doesn't lose his confidence, and he doesn't waver.
He didn't.
And that's the thing about Brock Purdy, that's why he's different than a guy like Trey Lance, who obviously didn't work out. But, like, he's just different. He's got a
looks like you're smoking a blunt right now.
I know, bro. I'm doing everything but smoking a blunt right now.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But, like, I'm telling you guys, like, he is the key for this team moving forward. And the fact that we have him, he's healthy, he's paid, they don't have to worry about it. It's huge for this organization.
Yeah.
It is huge. And you saw some fantastic throws in that game, minus the 2 picks that were ugly, but you saw some incredible timing passes that vintage Brock Purdy, because he has the ability to throw the ball right where it needs to go to, on pace, where the runner doesn't have to stop momentum. I mean, you saw that today, where, like, I didn't see anything like that out of Darnold. I mean, I saw some nice plays to open receivers. But, Brock has a touch, and this is why he's getting paid so much, because he has the ability to do it. He has it.
Yeah. I mean, Brock, like you were saying, he never lost confidence. He kept the team together. Some quarterbacks, when they throw interceptions the way he did today and are under pressure the way he was today, they start to fold and they start to, show cracks, in their confidence. And he never did. He stayed the course. He kept the team in line. And just thank God McCaffrey's back, dude. Without Christian McCaffrey, I don't know what Brock was going to do. But it's not just like, oh, thank you, Christian, otherwise Brock's fucked. It's that's how important he is to your offense.
Yeah.
And I think if Sam Darnold had a Christian McCaffrey, he would have used him the same way. Now, looking at Sam Darnold, okay, this is the guy that some people argue that they should have chose Sam Darnold over Brock Purdy. I mean, look, Darnold's got a strong arm. Don't get me wrong. He can throw the deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at his overall numbers today, he was 16-23 for 150 yards, and he got sacked once he got sacked as well.
Yeah, and he fumbled the last play.
But he wasn't doing much of anything that was impressing me to the point where I said, hey, this is the guy we should have as our quarterback. No, not at all. No.
Dude,
he did have a couple of runs that were good. Yeah, exactly. He is more of a game manager than Brock is. Absolutely.
And everybody was saying, coming out that Brock, as he was Mr. Irrelevant and the last pick in the draft, and it's because of McCaffrey. Okay, you know what? McCaffrey does make a huge difference on this team, like you just said, Dre. And without McCaffrey, we probably lose this game. And there's a reason why we went down the drain last year was because we didn't have McCaffrey. I mean, it's a huge part of it. Okay.
Well, we didn't have McCaffrey, but look how much better our defense performed today compared to how they looked. With Sorensen, even in week 1, they were showing cracks, but it was like, hey, it's okay. It's only week 1 against the Jets. We'll see how to me, this is how the defense will perform week in and week out because you have Robert Saleh, you have Gus Bradley, you have everyone in place that's going to make sure that this defense is running at maximum efficiency. And you saw it today. I mean, after that drive where they gave up a ton of runs and led to a touchdown, they zipped everything up and they were like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen anymore. And they started shutting down their running game, forcing them into a 3rd and long, and that's where they couldn't convert. They only converted 3 of 10 because the Niners defense, they weren't allowing Darnold to convert on 3rd down.
And this is the same defense that we saw that we need to see. We saw it in 2019. We saw a lot of it in 22, 23. We did not see it last year, but we have the guns, we have the talent, especially in our linebacking core. We have it on the edges. We have Michael Williams now, who I know he wasn't great today, but hey, it was his first game in the pros, and we have our system. We have our system back. We got Robert Saleh. We got Gus Bradley. We have our line coach still, Chris Koharic. We have the same people. We just last year, for some reason, we went off the path because of this fucking Nick Sorensen. I don't know where they got him from or where they thought he could bring in that Seattle defense, and it did not work.
Yeah, he was their secondaries coach, and then he got promoted. I don't know why they went with him. It was horrible.
Well, they lost to Miko Ryans. I mean, that was hard too.
I know, but
that was big.
You lose to Miko Ryans and you just promote Nick Sorensen. They lost to Miko Ryans. They tried to get Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick said no. They tried to get Steve Spagnuolo, and then what did the Chiefs do? They gave him more money, so he stayed. And then they were like, "Oh, fuck it, I guess we'll just go with Sorensen." Like, what? What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, don't forget, we had what's that dude? Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes.
We had Steve Wilkes there.
Steve
Wilkes.
He was way better than Sorensen. I'll tell you that.
Steve Wilkes was way better than Sorensen. All they knew was that after the Super Bowl, all they knew was that Steve Wilkes has got to go. They had no answer for who's going to replace him. I don't fucking know. I just want to get this guy out of here.
They did not lose the Super Bowl because of Steve Wilkes. Okay, they lost the Super Bowl again because they could not score in the red zone. In overtime, they had the ball on the 5-yard line.
There was a lapse in coverage because you allowed Chris Jones to rush without a blocker. I don't know how you do that. And then at the end of regulation, special teams again, he got the extra point blocked, which made it a 3-point game, and then they were able to kick the field goal and send it to overtime.
Yeah,
I was so hammered at that game. We were watching it, Daniel. I was so hammered. I remember after we lost that game, we went back to my mother-in-law's house, my wife and I slept on the couch, and then I woke up, and the moment I woke up, I was like, what fuck? Did we lose that game? And I looked at the score. I was like, oh. As soon as I looked at the score, it all came flooding back. I was like, fuck, God damn it.
I almost broke my hand. I went to the bathroom, and I punched the wall. Like, it was so horrible. I don't do stuff like, because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But that game was not, like, we did not lose that game because of I didn't think we lost that game because of our defense. I thought we lost that game because we made mistakes. We turned the ball over and we fucked up the coin toss. Don't forget that too. Like they fucked
the
up
coin toss. I mean, McCaffrey fumbling at the beginning of the game didn't help.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the past. We're going to move on now to today. Niners win 17-13. I mean, you look at it. The defense only allowed 13 points from Seattle.
Yeah, dude.
After giving up 10, they give up 10 points in the second quarter. They give up 0 in the third, 0 in the first quarter, obviously, but 0 in the third and only 3 in the fourth. I mean, the offense for Seattle was completely shut down.
Especially in the second
Clint
half,
Kubiak
right?
didn't know what the fuck to do.
In the second half, the Seattle did nothing.
They did nothing.
Absolutely nothing in the second half. And that was the only way the Niners were going to win this game, is because they had to, they kind of started leaking oil in the second quarter a little bit, and they had to shut it down. And the Niners didn't do much offensively either in the second half. But man, that defense was humming today. And then like the guys we talked about, Dre, Kalea Davis and Jordan Elliott, they started making plays towards
They
the end of
did.
the game.
Later in the game, they started making more plays. We have breaking news. It looks like Jake Moody has updated his profile picture, and this is it right here. It's more accurate. That's why he's missing kicks.
He has cataracts.
He has cataracts.
He can't fucking see. That's why.
He can't see.
Damn it! I didn't know.
That's
now I feel sorry for the guy.
HD doesn't reveal everything apparently. So
I actually thought he was going to look more like Brian Stowe because the Niner fans are going to beat his ass, dude.
Oh, that's fucked.
I'm sorry, bro, but the Niner fans, hey, listen, Daniel, the Niner fans that I know,
you owe me $1.
Daniel, the Niner fans that I know, they're not going to take this. They are not okay with this guy, dude.
Boo.
No Niner fan should be okay with Moody right now.
No
Niner fan should be okay. The organization should not be okay with Moody. I mean, this guy, if he doesn't get cut right now this week, he has a short leash. He has a short fucking leash.
Let's take a look at the play that changed everything.
I thought you were going to show a picture of Brian Stowe.
No. God bless him. I'm not going to do that to him.
I love Brian Stowe, dude. I love him.
This is the play that changed everything.
It wasn't open. Purdy.
I got to mute it, though, because I copyright. And then,
that should have been picked, man.
Hey, watch Tariq Woolen's response right here. Watch. Oh.
He's like,
look at all three of them. All three DBs. Watch. After he catches the ball, watch all of them. Oh, fuck.
I don't think Tungus even realized what he did after he caught it. He's like,
no, he was like, holy shit, I just scored a touchdown.
But I'll tell you what, though. Brock threw the ball in the only spot where he can go get it. And he did.
it may have been in the other guy's line of sight, but hey, he was able to get it.
Make a play, bro.
No, he made the play, dude. He got out of the pocket when he could have been sacked. And he rolled out like Joe Montana to his right, and he made the throw. And that is the thing about Brock that gets unnoticed. I mean, he's done it in the past. He did it in the playoffs.
I mean,
years ago.
Here's a stat. Man. Here's a stat that you got to keep in mind when you talk about Brock Purdy's performance today. Okay, he had 19 passing attempts. 16 pressures were allowed. Like, holy shit!
That's what I'm saying. He was under constant arrest.
And
totally getting bugged back there.
Well, I mean, he was 26-35, so maybe this stat is a little off, but out of 19 pass attempts, 16 pressures were allowed. Like, Jesus, my God.
Let me ask you both a question. What are we going to do about our offensive line? It's not good, dude.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the I'd have to look at how they each performed. I thought Trent Williams played like shit. I think he was hurt the entire game. Yeah. I was telling my brother, I was like, dude, his ankles are made of like fucking paper mache, dude. It's like every time he's like, oh, my ankle. It's like, fuck, man.
Well, he Steph Curry. He has this huge body, from the waist up, but from the waist down, they're like twigs. It's like cardboard.
Dude, he was thriving in pain.
There you go. Look at that. Ha, ha, ha. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
Raj from RSF 49ers posted that. No, it's just crazy, man. This was a game where there was a point where I figured I was like, dude, they're not going to win.
I know.
That doesn't take much for you. Andre's always the first guy to jump off the ledge, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude. He's the most pessimistic sports fan I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I was like, it's over. It's over.
But he told me he was confident this morning. He's like, we will win this game.
Yeah, I was like, we have a better team than them. and with the way they played.
Like, we're fucked.
Well, the problem, too, is that they kept shooting themselves in the foot. And that was the problem. You know, with the penalties, 9 penalties for 61 yards, the inefficiencies in the red zone.
It was bad. But
the special teams blunders, it was like, oh, my God. Brant Boyer, we hired you to improve the special teams. Why did it look like shit? How did you allow it to get blocked?
Jake Moody, because we have Jake Moody. Come on.
I know, but
even Sky Moore, dude, he fumbled. He dropped one, and then he
fumbled one out of bounds. Like, oh shit!
One out of bounds, and then he just didn't look right, dude. Like, why can't they get a kick returner?
They never have, dude. Even back in the day when we had like Dexter Carter, that fucker would fumble all the time too. It was like, oh damn it!
Remember the 2013 or 11 NFC Championship game when that dude fumbled twice?
Yeah, Kyle Williams. Yes, I remember that.
It's like we've had so many games.
And but here's the thing though.
It's like, come on.
We had a return guy in Ted Ginn Jr., but he was hurt and he couldn't play that game. So then Kyle Williams was back there and he just kept fucking up. Ted Ginn was probably the best one we had.
Ted Ginn was by far the best one we had.
He never fumbled.
And he ran back, and he actually ran back some for touchdowns. Like, I can't remember the last time we've had a kick returner run back something for a touchdown. I don't know.
Okay, so going back to sounds of the game, here's Demo Lenore and some of the team celebrating after the win. Shanahan's like, fuck, get me out of here.
Shanahan flag.
He's got fucking toilet paper hanging off his fucking foot.
Shanahan's like, I hate Jake Moody. I hate Jake Moody. Did Gage do anything today?
No. Alfred Collins. Just a big win for San Francisco. I mean, it was.
It's the kind of win that we needed. I think we all.
There's
needed
Bosa
it.
right there.
You know, Daniel, I think we needed this win today. I really do.
For sure.
I think it was because, you know, like I said, and nothing is certain in the NFL, but like this win gets us to pretty much 2-0, and it might get us to 3-0, and that's a huge way after everything that happened last year, after the way, you know, we had that shitty start last year. Especially on the road, like this was a huge win today.
Yeah, no, it really was. It was a good tone setter. It was a gritty win, just like McCaffrey had said. These are the kind of games where you have to find ways to win, and their playmakers stepped up in the clutch. Jake Tonjes, I didn't know was a playmaker, but he stepped up for the touchdown.
Oh boy, he is now.
So, as we start to wrap things up, let's go around the horn. Guys, we have 446 watching right now. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, DreArea Sports on YouTube. Make sure that you follow this account, DreArea Sports on X, as I'm live 4 times a week. And make sure if you want to support the channel, I mean, the easy way to support is to go subscribe to my channel on YouTube. But if you want to support the channel, go on Patreon and become a member of the Patreon. I have videos, updates, articles, all available on the Patreon for all the members. So definitely check that out. It's a great way to support the channel. So as we go around the horn, let's go over. Let's give out game balls. Who are you giving a game ball to after this performance? Start with Daniel.
Let's go Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer on that one for me, but I mean, without him, we're not going to win that game. It was so great to see that guy back on the field, healthy, making plays, being that outlet for Brock. I mean, this guy can easily be a slot receiver. He's so clutch. Christian McCaffrey all the way.
Okay. Drew.
Can I give it to a coach and a player? Will you let me do that?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna go with D Winters. I think I have not been that impressed with a linebacker. I mean, obviously Warner is a Hall of Famer, but I have not been that impressed with a linebacker in a very, very long time. He was dominant today, and just he made every play that came his way. I mean, he was in the backfield. He was grabbing dudes' legs. He was just all over the field. And I got to give a half a game ball to Robert Saleh. I loved his in-game adjustments today. I love the way that he called plays on that last drive. Like, he was still bringing pressure, and that's why we won this game. I mean, I truly believe that Robert Saleh was the reason we won this game today.
Yeah. He was a huge factor in their win today, and I definitely agree with that. Oh, wait, I got that. If I have to give out any game balls, I'm going to say Ricky Pearsall. I think that in that first drive, he looked really strong. And then at the end of the game, he had that huge catch down the field along the left sideline. Once he caught that, it was like, holy shit, we're going to score. Yeah. And so, and there's a ton of players that really stepped up. I thought Ronaldo Green had a good game, although he gave up a big pass. Upton Stout had a good game, but he gave up that fucking dumb pass interference. I thought Lenore had a good game, but he had the stupid penalty. So of all the players, I thought that Ricky Pearsall gets my game ball because without him, I don't think we win this game either. I mean, he was a huge part of their offense. And it's a lot of pressure being put on a second-year player who only played in, 5 games last season, 6 games. So that's my game ball goes to Ricky Pearsall.
Yep, good point.
Yeah, he was great. He was great in the preseason also. So, he just has looked so comfortable this whole year, and like we're pretty damn lucky that we were able to draft a wide receiver in the first round, and I think they knew that they were going to lose either Debo or Brandon Ayuk. So to be able to replace one of those two guys with Ricky Pearsall, man, he fits our offense. He is Brock Purdy's go-to guy right now.
Oh shit.
There he is.
So let's go to the podium here. We got Nick Bosa.
Whenever Fred goes down, I'm just waiting for him to come back in because he's that tough of a player, and he had a great game, and his leadership is up there with Saleh's. Like, I mean, he's a coach and the best linebacker in the league.
Okay, thank you for that.
Why does any mumbles like this?
He's like, I kind of want to get out of here now. I'm kind of hungry.
Zero inspiration. All right, that's cool.
And then real quick,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go, Daniel.
It's just timely turnovers, right? I mean, I know Brock threw 2 picks, but the big fumble recovery on that last drive, that is key.
Yeah,
timely turnovers.
Big time.
It was.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
That was, Daniel, that was what they did. I know I'm going back, but that was what they did in 2019. If you go back to that year, that was Bosa's rookie year. Every week they were coming up with a big play on defense, and it was usually a turnover. And it was always timely at the end of the game. When I saw that happen today, I almost lost my breath because I'm like, I don't remember seeing a play like that at least the last 2 years where they made a big play down the stretch on defense. So it's like, I think we're back, It's like
that's
back.
like what Acho was saying. Like last year, we lose that game.
Yeah.
Last year, this team loses this game.
Uh-oh.
But let's go over to the podium, and we got Fred Warner.
It wasn't the best coverage by our group, but thank God for Bosa in that situation. I saw the ball come out. I didn't know who forced it. I saw him get on it, and so the fact that he made that big of a play, it was major. It wasn't clean at all, like I said, all game long, but finding a way to win in the division week 1 is major.
And I agree. You got to find a way to win game 1.
Especially in the division. Like last year, think about the games we lost last year in the division. Arizona twice. We split Seattle, but we lost to them at home. We lost both games to the Rams. We should have won both those games against the Rams. That was the season. Like, we would have made the playoffs if we won 2 of those 6 games. So the fact that we start the year off with a division game on the road, it's a huge win for this team. I'm telling you guys, this could springboard them into a very favorable beginning, first half of the season.
All
Absolutely.
right, last one to go to the podium. We have Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey. They look ridiculous. There they are. Looks like Brock's going to church after this. But let's hear what they had to say.
Did you realize that was his today? He hadn't had a career reception coming.
They're talking about Jake Tonges that did not have a career reception in his entire career. They're asking them if they knew that.
Into this game, and how impressive is it that he then goes out and has the game that he has?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, appreciate it.
What does it say about him to stay ready for that moment?
I mean, he's a guy that even last year, I remember against the Rams, George was down and we had Tonjes go in. Like, he's been a smart guy, and it's just, it comes down to opportunities and in games. Do you get the right look, to get the ball and everything? So he's been a consistent guy all throughout last year in camp, and George goes down today, and then boom, he's ready for his opportunity. So we all love Jake. He's a smart kid, and we all love him, and he's a brother to us. So we're gonna keep moving forward.
He's a guy that's made the right stuff too. Practice is really hard. Attention to detail is great. Willing to block, does all the things right.
So some good positive words about Jake Tonges. So good on him. Good on ya. But guys,
how did those two dudes get the hottest chicks in the world? Well, I guess I know why.
There's a few reasons.
There's a few million reasons why, but we'll leave it at that. But guys, that's going to do it for Post Game Live. I want to thank Daniel. I want to thank Drew for coming out here. Niners win. I almost said win big. Win a big game, 17-13 over the Seahawks. They take them down, improve to 1-0 on the season, and now they head to New Orleans next Sunday for Week 2 of the NFL season. And this is a game that they cannot lose.
No.
There's pressure on them to win this game because this is an inferior team, and they need to be able to take advantage of a weak team like this. So, guys, do you feel confident about next week against the New Orleans Saints? Spencer Rattler?
I think we're good. I think the only thing that they need to be careful about, again, are injuries. They need to make sure that, like you said, I think you're right, Dre. They'll probably, depending on the severity of Kittle's injury, they'll probably sit him for this game. I want to see some improvements. I want to see better offense in the red zone. In the first half, I want to see better. I want to see them stop the run. I mean, they did it in the second half, but in the first half, it was a little shaky there. And then I want to see the special teams. Like, this is a game that's going to be in the Superdome. It's going to be on turf. I don't want to see any fucking missed field goals. Like, not fucking one. If Moody is the kicker next week, he better not miss a field goal.
If he misses one more kick, I think he has to go. He has to go right now. But I think if he misses one more that costs him the game, then you know what, I say that, and this guy could probably go out at midfield and take a shit, and they'll be like, well, he just had a tough game.
It doesn't smell.
What? So it didn't smell that bad, so he's eating healthy.
Yeah.
God.
But Daniel, what do you think about next week's game? Sorry to take.
I think next week definitely needs to be a win. The Saints played Arizona pretty well for most of that game. Rattler was going for his first NFL win and still couldn't get it done. So let's not give him that first win. Let's continue with the losing streak for Rattler. They still got Alvin Kamara. They still got Olave. They got Rashid Shaheed. So they got some impact players, but I think if it's anything how the Niners played today, this is going to be a victory next Sunday.
I see the defense doing exactly what they did to Seattle, doing that to New Orleans. They're going to have a tough time running the ball. They're going to have a tough time throwing the ball. They're going to force them into a lot of third and longs. And it's a matter of, can the Niners shut them down third down and force them to punt. So we'll see how that game plays out. But once again, you guys, I want to thank everyone who came out today. I want to thank Daniel. I want to thank Drew. Look, this was a tough game, but the Niners got it done. We have 477 watching right now over on X. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can do so by heading over to Patreon and becoming a member of my Patreon. Just look up DreArea Sports.
Read my article. Read my article tomorrow. I'm gonna have a good article on there.
And then Drew posts articles on the Giants, on the Warriors, and of course on the San Francisco 49ers. And you get access to all news and updates that I post on social media. Will also be on Patreon as well. So definitely check that out. Again, tough win. Niners get it done. 17-13. And they move on to New Orleans.
A win is a win.
A win is a win, and that's what counts right now. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week, and I'll be live again Monday, tomorrow, with Aaron over on 49ers First Takes for the 49ers Empire State of Mind podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Peace!
You're listening to the DreArea Sports Show, live on YouTube and X. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
The DreArea Sports Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use promo code DreArea Sports to save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. And we are also brought to you by Taryn Roy, the SEO Optimizer. If you're looking to boost your YouTube channel, then check out the SEO Optimizer. Use promo code DreArea Sports to start your free trial today. PowerBrandSystems. If you're looking to build a website for your small business or YouTube channel, then check out PowerBrandSystems. Use promo code 300POWER to save up to $300 on your first purchase at PowerBrandSystems.